everyone, thank you so much for being here. As you know, I am Su Patel and I am all about helping people to create more abundance, more joy, more love in their life by really building up your self-worth. So thank you so much for being here. Please do connect to my Facebook group in the link, and let's reach as many people as we can by subscribing and liking the information that I'm going to share with you today. How would you like to create more money in your life? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. So many of us who are working in our full-time jobs, we go into work, we do what we do, we earn money because that's all we've ever been taught. What have we been taught? We've been taught to go to work and earn money so that you can then live your life and live the life that you want to live. But here's the thing, right, is going and getting a job is what we've been taught by our parents, who've been taught by their parents, and that's all we know, all right? That's all I knew. I did 27 years in corporate, and all I ever knew was the only way to make money was to have a job, all right? And I went into my work every single day, in the rat race. You go to work, you come home, and you go to work again, you come, and it was just the same thing, all right? And I only ever made what I only ever made, right? And at the time I was like, I'm doing really well, right? For the kind of money that I think I was on like a 50k job, and company car, laptop, phone, it was the full works. I just felt like, wow. Until I got made redundant. Now, here's the thing, right, is I got made redundant and suddenly my income had stopped. And I'm in a place where, like, how does that even happen? Like you're working your life, all your life you work, and then suddenly your income stops. So what do you do? But one thing that I decided then was that, I wasn't going to put the power of my financial freedom, of my financial future in the hands of one organization ever again. In that I wasn't going to just rely on a job to give me my income. So I thought, what, I'm going to go and set up my own company. So I set up my own HR consulting company. And it was really great to be able to now charge what I wanted to charge, work when I wanted to work, and just have so much more time freedom, which is something you don't really have when you have a full-time job. You don't get the time freedom, right? So I was very time rich and was definitely making more money per hour than I would have ever done in my job. Now, here's the thing with that, right, is that I came from a background of no sales skills or marketing skills, no training, no experience in that. So I did struggle a little bit, but the freedom allowed me to go and learn how to develop myself in those skills, okay? Now, I still only ever had one source of income, which was through my business. Now, what was I doing in my business that I was also doing in my job? I was exchanging time for money. Like, I needed to be available to, for that time to earn the money that in return that I was going to make, all right? Which is fine. And Robert Kiyosaki shares it really well in Rich Dad, Poor Dad when he's talking about the cash flow quadrant, in that I was living very much on the left side of the cash flow quadrant. Now, as you start to, go into, the world of entrepreneurship and, understanding the language and the relationship you have to money, you start to see that actually there's more available that you never thought was ever available to you by doing, by not having to work hard. All right. So I got into the world of investing, which is on the right hand side of the cash flow quadrant. Now, getting into investing wasn't easy. Why was it not easy? It wasn't easy because I was very averse to risk. I was like, oh my God, if I invest money here, then, what if I lose it? Oh my God, it's going to be a big deal. All right. And being averse to risk doesn't help you grow more abundance in your life, all right? It doesn't help you grow. It doesn't help you move forward. It doesn't help you learn the lessons that you learn. And it definitely doesn't help you with your relationship to money as well, all right? So a friend of mine was doing some stuff in crypto, and I'd seen him go from zero to hero in a short space of time. And I thought, what, let me go and have a look. At first, I was very averse to it. I was like, no, that's your thing, but I'm going to go and have a look at it, right? So, and it's not just crypto you can do stocks and shares, you could do Forex, you could do all kinds of affiliate marketing, There's loads of opportunities out there. People are doing Amazon trading, loads and loads of different opportunities that you can get in online, all right? But crypto was just one of those areas that I kind of looked into. Now, it's not so much the vehicle that I want to talk about today, that we'll do that in another video, but what I want to talk about is, what is the benefit of creating multiple sources of income? So creating multiple sources of income allows you a lot more freedom, right? And it helps you leverage what you already have. So let me just give you an example. If you've got £1,000 in your bank, all right? If you do nothing with it, you will always just have £1,000 in your bank, okay? If you, obviously if you save it, right? So you might earn a small interest on that, maybe a few percent a year, okay? And you always have that. Now, imagine if you invested it, you have a potential of making that 1,000 become 2,000 or 5,000, okay? Yes, you have the risk of potentially losing it, but also you gotta think about, maybe you invest 500 of that 1,000 and invest some of it and keep some of it safe. You could do that, right? But at least there'll be 500 that will potentially be growing for you. All right. Now, not all investments pan out. So I'm just going to say here, and I'm not a financial advisor. All right. But it's about opening your mindset to risk. And when you open your mindset to risk, because let's face it, like everything in life is a risk. All right. When you go into a relationship, there's a risk of it not working out. There's also a risk of it working out. And if it doesn't work out, what, are you never going to go in a relationship again? All right. And we do the same with money. All right. We say, oh yeah, I lost some money, but are you never going to take risks with money? So, money is energy, right? And it works, the more high energy you are, the more abundant you feel, the more you want to create and you're really generating your energy, the more money will come to you, all right? By sitting on your backside, let's face it, that's not creating energy, right? So, and you're not going to bring the abundance and the flow in. So when you start generating yourself and you really start vibrating at a different level or at a higher risk level, let's say, you will see that is how you get to create more money, all right? And investing is definitely the way to go. And like I said, there are so many vehicles for you to create that. You could write a book and sell books. You could offer a course online, all right, that is, that people can just buy online. There's, so many things you can sell on Amazon. You can get into crypto, you could do stocks and shares, you could do Forex. There's so many different things that you could do, and it's whatever floats your boat. But what I'm saying to you today is that it really helps to create multiple sources of income, because then you have a higher level of freedom, all right? And yes, it could all go wrong, but also it could go right. And there's another video that I created about, worrying. If you're always somebody who worries about things going wrong, well, have a look at that video, because actually things could also go right, and you don't have a crystal ball to know how exactly it's going to go, all right? So with everything, it's a risk, and it's just about you taking some calculated risk, understanding, what it is that you're investing in, understanding, really looking at doing your due diligence around these opportunities, and working with people and mentors. If you try and do things on your own, it doesn't work out. Even business, like if you were going to set up your own business, it doesn't work to do it on your own, all right? You've got to create a community of mentors around you, the support that you need around you. And it's the same with investments as well, is, plug yourself into a community who are already doing something that you love doing, right? Whether it's selling on Amazon, whether it's, writing a book, plug yourself into those communities, and then you will see, you will hear some success stories in those places. And when you hear those success stories, you will know that it is possible for you as well. All right. So, definitely look into creating multiple sources of income, because it will give you so much more possibilities. I've gone from earning 50 grand in my job, right, working full-time, 40 hours a week, and then probably a bit more in the evenings and weekends, which you have to do sometimes when you're in a leadership role in your job, right? It's 50 grand a year, right? And I've also seen the passive income side, where I've been able to create 50 grand a month, all right? Now, to get to that level, it does take something, right? It's going to take something. It's going to take a whole new learn. I'm not saying, you know, go and create that now. Like, it is a learning process. I mean, over a period of 18 months to 2 years, I've been able to create that. But, you know, the message here that I want to share with you is that really look at opening your mindset to different streams of income. You know, you can go and create a YouTube channel, right? And start monetizing your message. Okay, that's another way of creating income. So there are so many different ways. It's just about you being open to going out there and taking some risks. And let's face it, you know, without risk, there's no progression, there's no life. Like, you know, every job interview you go to, there's a risk of you not getting it. You know, every job that you work in, there's a risk of being made redundant. So whatever you do, there's a risk, all right? And it's just about you really opening your mindset. I suppose hedging your bets on different levels of risk. So high risk, low risk, and medium risk, okay? So making sure that you're diversified and you have, you know, income coming in from so many different streams, all right? So take that on. If you want to hear more information about how to get into some of these platforms and how to get started, please do comment below, and I'll definitely reply to you all and help you get started. Thank you so much for being on today. Please do, as I said, like and subscribe to the video if you got something out of it. Let's get as many, you know, let's reach as many people as we can, and please do connect to my Facebook group as well. See you on the next one.